See what the camera sees. Mostly a
See,
table.
Look, it's me. It's me.
All right, let me angle it down
this.
just a little.
Zeb
Hey guys.
Fixing the camera, apparently.
Yes, just a little bit. All right, so Saturday, obviously, we got some thrift store finds because that's what we do on Saturdays. We almost didn't. We were like, man, we got all those thrift store finds in the garage that need painting.
It has been so, like, painfully slow at the shop. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's going on, but it's slow. So I'm like, I don't know, but that's okay because I'm optimistic. I'm like, let's just buy some stuff. Next week I'm gonna market like crazy and get people in the shop. We should switch. I should be on the higher stool.
All right, I'm okay with that.
Because you're taller than I am. There we go. Do you want me to pull up comments?
Sure.
Okay.
It should be set up and ready to go. All right, so right out of the gate. Yeah. Right out of the gate. This was this in the returns thing?
Yeah, we always check the return cart, like where people change their mind at the checkout, and this was in there.
So we've got this fun old book. It's got this really cool gray binding and the black font design. I got lost for a sec. I'm like, what do you call that design?
We already
it's not
have
floral.
2 people asking about the wall.
Oh, the wall's mostly done. I gotta finish cutting all the stair treads. We got most of them taped off, but we gotta finish doing that, and then down into the basement, and we're done. But I'll show you.
50%.
I'll show you here in a minute because we still have the blue clock. It was supposed to get picked up today, but we have it, so I'll show you guys on video.
Yeah, we'll show you the finish. I can't even talk. We will show you the finished clock and what we've done when we're done showing you our finds.
All right, so this book was $2. Fancy book like this, what do you sell for? $5, $6?
That normally I sell my books for $5, but that's kind of big, so I think that's like $6, I would say.
It says Word Finder. I'm looking through it here. It's kind of like a thesaurus.
They said they'll ask next live about the wall. Definitely, we'll show you the wall this week, but definitely by next week we'll have it all finished.
Yeah.
And we got a carpet cleaner, so we're cleaning our carpets too. They have like spring cleaning, and I'm like winter cleaning because once it starts getting cold, I don't like to leave the house. So I like start organizing things and cleaning and painting and redecorating, remodeling.
We've got snow in the forecast from now until like Monday. It's supposed to snow straight through. And then we've also got snow on Thursday and Friday. So it's that time of year where we're about to get buried.
Kim says that she winter cleans too. Dina, we just started. Dina, did I say your name right?
All right, next we've got this basket. This was $4. The last one we had like this lasted about 2 days and was gone. Just a picnic basket, needs some cleaning, got a lot of dust in it.
This one's in better shape.
Yeah, this one's in much better shape. I don't even know if we're gonna dry brush this one.
No, the other one we didn't dry brush. We painted the whole thing. I love the patina on this, so I'm gonna wash it and scrub it really good, and then put it in the shop as is.
But $4, we're gonna sell it for what?
That's a big one. Maybe $19.95.
$19.95. It's gonna need a lot of scrubbing, so I feel like that's worth it.
I'm not a big snow person, in case anybody's wondering. I think it's beautiful. I just don't go outside when it's out.
I love playing in the snow, but I don't seem to have time to play in it as much as I want. I used to have to work in it, and it kind of ruined the joy of snow. Because when you work at the tire shop when it snows, that's like your busiest time of year. And sometimes we wouldn't get off work until 10, 11 o'clock at night if it snowed that day. All right, so little cutting board, bamboo cutting board. It's got this fun little routered edge here. We'll probably stamp that and maybe even paint it, not sure. It was $1. We sell them for like $8 once we stamp them. Right around there. I have 2 that
haven't sold, so I'm like, hey, let's just have 3.
Yeah, why not, you know? We'll just make like a wall mural of old cutting boards. All right, so little candlesticks, they were $1 each. They've got a lot of fun detail. They'll go white, and then we'll bring the blue back through, probably wet distress on these.
Or farm fresh.
This one probably go for like $7 or $8. This one like $5.
Yeah, they're pretty small.
They're not very big. Here, I'll show you. See? Someone got after me the other day because I didn't measure my corbels with my arm. You know, my forearm measuring technique.
The Patrick's. Yep. This one has all the. Apparently, they didn't want it to scratch whatever it was on.
Lots of felt on this. It must have been on like a fancy shiny table.
I'm
but
taking the felt off. But
this was a little more than we would normally pay, but it's got the shape of like a little dough bowl, so it'd be a great little centerpiece. It's probably close to 18 inches. You know.
In measuring with his forearm, it's about 18 inches.
Give or take.
Painted, I'll probably sell it for like $15 or $20.
So it's not really the patina we like on the color. So we will paint this and bring some of, it's kind of got a reddish tone. We'll paint that and bring that back through. So $5, painted up, what is this?
$15 or $20, I already said that.
Oh, 15 or 20 on that one. Okay.
You were listening to me.
I know, I was just going. I was talking about stuff. I don't even know. This is a faux crock.
Yeah, it's not like a real crock. I don't know. What does it say on the bottom? I mean, it's stamped number 3, and it's definitely not 3 gallons.
What it says on the bottom is not legible.
I don't know. It was $2. I think it's cute. I'll probably sell it for like $12.95. It's a little baby crock.
It has the lid though, so you know, that makes it better.
That makes it totally $12.95. I think it's really cute.
Sometimes you find this stuff and it's just, which would be all right. I mean, you could put like some rolling pins or greenery or something in there or whatever, but it's got the lid so that, you know, you can actually store stuff in that.
If I had somewhere to put it, I would actually keep it because I think that one's really cute. But I have like 10 Crocs, so 11 might be pushing it.
So we found these all over the store kind of randomly. This was $1.50. They're porcelain. And then this one was $3. Got its big brother.
They're all gross and nasty, so they're gonna get a bath.
And then we got the big one here. This one was $4. Let me bring them back so you can see them all together. But we weren't gonna get them, and then we found the other ones and we're like, oh, those are kind of fun tiered. So we'll give them a good.
Like that.
Yeah, Jamie would stagger them.
You like them in.
I like my ascending. Hey, we got gold, silver, and bronze here. Hey.
The bronze goes like this. That's how they'll get cleaned, and I'm not gonna paint them because I like the color, and then they'll get stacked kind of like that in the shop.
Yep, they got this fun kind of cream color. They're off-white.
They've been in somebody's kitchen, so they're grossy.
Yeah, they're a little gross.
They're gonna get the scrub treatment. I actually do soak a lot of stuff in my bathtub too, and if something's big, I spray it down in my shower.
And then I'm gonna bring this up close. This was $10. This was $10, and I've been wanting some cast iron to cook with. I like to cook over open fire, campfires. My brother's like the Dutch oven king, and I don't have a Dutch oven, so now I've got to start getting some good recipes from him. But I really like this. It's got the hook, and it's gonna need a little work inside. It's got a little bit of rust, but I can fix that. But what I really
for, like, not.
Oh, this would probably be about $35, $40.
Okay,
somewhere
so
around there.
Isn't too bad.
No, I mean it might be on the low side. It might be like 25, but usually at least 30. But what I really loved about it, it's got these really tall feet. So every now and then I find something for myself.
Anytime we find cast iron, we buy it. I bought them a few. We don't really camp much because I don't like to camp, and if I don't organize stuff, it doesn't happen. So I told Zeb I will camp as often as he sets it up, organizes it, buys all the food, organizes, that's not even a word, whatever, buys all the food, and so it never winds up happening. So his family likes to blame his lack of camping on me, and I blame his lack of camping on the fact that he doesn't want to organize it. So we'll see. I'm buying him stuff. We're getting ready.
I do lots of camping with the scouts, with the scout program, so you know, I get my camping in, and I have to plan all those with the other leaders. So
they said that that's about $45 in Illinois.
Yeah, so I knew it was going to be good with the long feet.
And that crock, it's I don't know.
But
Do I ever bug spray my pieces? No, I just use soap and water. Alcohol. I guess if I was worried about it, I could use alcohol.
We use bleach a lot if they're real gross. So, I mean, if bleach doesn't kill it, it deserves to live. Got this clock. The last one we had sold quick. We're trying to find stuff that we know sells quick these days because stuff hasn't been selling for about the last month. And we're running out of space for all the things, so we're going to have to...
really cool stuff sells before we get it there, like the big clock.
Yeah,
our little clock, somebody messaged me the other day. she wants to buy it as soon as I'm done with it. So the skinny tall clock that we showed a few weeks ago, I need to get that painted this week. And we have that buffet we'll get done, and that will sell fairly quickly.
So this clock here was a find because the last one had a drawer, but this one has like a little shelf space. You could put something in this negative space here, and it was only $5. And I really like the style of font on the numbers there.
We are going to take the clock face off so we don't have to re-stencil it.
Yeah, well, this one's just held on by staples.
Not that I was saying
So,
anything. Okay, you want to show them
$5 on that clock. How much would you sell it for?
What? 24, 22, probably $22.95.
$22.95. All right, I'm gonna swing the camera over. We're gonna lose Jamie for a minute. This was her crusty Facebook find here, and she got this table. It's been pieced together from several other pieces. These are like chopped off legs here. Let me show you this leg
They're
here.
all crusty.
It's not. I'm gonna have to do some serious rebuilding. None of the legs match. This one's high side. That one's low side.
Serious rebuilding. What he means is he's gonna drill it and put a screw in it the way when he builds farm tables. The actual structure is good. We just need to reattach the legs better.
So what's bothering me on this table is they've got the thicker portion here, narrower portion here, the crusty chippiness on this. I mean, look at how many layers of paint is on there. Can you guys see how thick that is? That's what we love. That's great. That's really good. But man, look at this one's down.
Yeah, it's fine.
This one's up.
We built tables like that where we cut corbels.
No, but like they're all wrong. They're all lopsided. It's making me have an eye twitch just looking at it.
Well, I loved a table, but that's because I'm not as OCD as you are, and I find beauty in the imperfections.
Well, and it's wobbly. I gotta fix the wobble.
We will scrape off any loose paint, and then we will paint it, and then we'll seal it really good to keep all the chipping in. Yeah, and the top part is probably not old. It's just these.
Well, it's actual wood, so it's probably pre-50s. I mean,
Yeah,
you don't find routed stuff that's not like MDF much after that.
I have no idea.
All right, I'm taking
it was
this
like
off
20
the
bucks,
table.
and finished I'll probably sell for like 95. So it's not a huge profit margin on it for the work we're gonna have to do. But sometimes I just buy stuff because I like it and I want to rescue it. I'm like rescue for old.
I have one more thing.
And I painted it because I'm hoping I can work on it while we're.
So this is a briefcase. I think it's fake leather. It's fraying like fake leather, but you know. It's actual a decent briefcase. I don't know if people that use briefcases much anymore, but Jamie's gonna do some art on the black part that she painted. I think the whole thing is gonna be black eventually, but.
No, it's gonna be white, but I painted that part black because I'm gonna make it look like a chalkboard and then I'll paint the rest white.
Okay. All right, so we don't have a ton of stuff. So we used to just have a few things and paint them, and then our picks started getting really, really big and we could show you guys stuff for 45 minutes. But
so
now,
let's paint some stuff.
But now we're gonna paint some stuff because it's fun to see what the stuff ends up looking like. Oh, I need to show you the wall and the clock though.
Yeah, you want to give me that dough bowl and I'll start painting that.
Yeah, but wait.
What am I waiting for?
You're gonna, well, they want to watch you paint it, right?
Well, I mean, they see what it looks like now.
All right.
Where's the...
So here is the clock all finished. We ended up doing dark wax. It's probably hard to see. The lighting's probably not great right now. But we ended up doing dark wax over the white details, and then we white waxed the blue, and turned out pretty good, I think. Clock face that we stenciled looks good, and I got the numbers all right this time.
Tell them how many times it took you.
I only had to stencil that 3 times. But there's the whole thing, and you can see the wall is painted. I got one little spot way up high that I'm gonna have to cut just a little bit more. It's kind of peeking through that gray brown color that was on the walls. Is hard to cover. I mean, we're using bare marquee, and it still takes like 2.5, 3 coats. But you can see down there, I've got to finish cutting on the stair treads. So that's what's left. But mostly done. And then we've got one hall in the basement and the office that hasn't been painted.
We're doing the little boys' room. Their bedding came today.
Oh, and Jamie's painting this in crinoline.
Because that's the one I had open.
So crinoline is kind of like a creamy, yellowish white. Best I could think of. I'll paint these in crinoline.
It's just cream.
Here, scooch over. You're gonna hog my space.
I'm hogging your space.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Ooh.
Oops. Don't mind me. Just
It's like dough bowl Olympics. Like that was a 360 dough bowl spin.
Yeah, I think that got 4 gold stars or something.
So 180. All right, let me go grab a brush and I'm gonna paint these too.
Well, sometimes you have to get crazy to get all the sides painted.
Do you want me to put that under a fan?
No, it's fine.
I'm talking about your briefcase.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you want to find something in the garage to stamp?
Yes, we have all those things in the garage.
While I'm painting, these just need to be washed. While I'm painting, I can tell you guys if you haven't been on our website lately, we have 2 IOD stamps on sale, birds, branches, blossoms. We put that back on sale. And then Painterly Roses and the Brayers. We had them on sale Black Friday weekend, but we didn't sell as many as we planned on, so we put it back on sale. And then we have the Patrick corbels that Deb just built, brand new. If you use the code Patrick, you can save 20% on them. And then, and Caitlin can drop some links in there for you. And then we also have going this weekend only, it ends tomorrow. If you buy a $50 gift card, you will get a code that you can use on anything, basically like another $10 gift card for free. It will work on everything but DIY paint. So if you're looking to put in a big order, it would be smart to get the gift card, then get your code, and then put in the order with the gift card and the code, because then you would save some money. And you could use it on anything except for DIY products, and that's just because we're not allowed to mark DIY products down. I'm just painting this. Can you guys see what I'm doing here? I'm using my Paint Pixie brush because it gets in all the details. I'm trying not to get paint on me because this is my new shirt, my I Love Junk shirt. We sold quite a few of these since I brought them out last week. Oh, we did Advent today. I'm not very good at carrying on a conversation by myself. Can you guys see my face? It was like cut off there. We did Advent today with our kids. That was fun. They waited all day. They weren't thrilled about that, but they're getting used to it. That way we could have prayer and scriptures together. Let's see what everybody's saying. Oh, you love the length of my bangs. Thanks. Yeah, they've grown out a little bit. I have a love-hate relationship with getting them trimmed. It's nice to get them trimmed up, but then they don't look good for a little bit. There's like the perfect length, and it's hard to keep them at that. Everybody loves the clock.
So this is not glued together yet, so I'm going to hold it. These are the Patricks. If you haven't seen yesterday's video, we showed you how to get good chippy finish on them with the milk paint and a heat gun and spray paint underneath. So if you haven't watched that video, if you want to know how to get a consistent chippy finish, go check that out. It was yesterday's video.
We should say a consistent chippy finish like on raw wood. Although I think it'd probably work on anything if you, sorry, it's cutting my face off. If you use the, if you spray paint and then you put the milk paint over when it's tacky, it will get crackable chippy, especially with the heat gun. So
we can do the finish for you, but you get 10% off all the time if you just buy them unfinished. So.
Can I use DIY paint to paint your lampshades? Sure. I've painted lampshades with Very Chalk Mother, but DIY paint would work too.
Oh, I forgot to grab a brush.
This blue is not the original color. So what I will do, because I really like this blue underneath, is I will, when this is dry, it'll take a couple coats. I'll use a wet washcloth and wet distress it and bring that blue back, and it'll be really pretty. What do I use to sand the smalls? I use a damp rag. I don't use sandpaper, especially with something detailed like this. I just take a damp rag, and until the paint is sealed, it's water soluble. Not all paint is that way, but this DIY paint, all the brands I carry are. And you just take a warm damp rag, and you can pull that paint off, and then you seal it, and then the paint won't come off.
I'm just gonna this has been in the garage for a minute. It's got some dust accumulating. I think we got this 3 weeks ago. And that's all it takes out there, especially.
I think it's actually last week, sweetie.
No, this wasn't last week.
Comment if you remember, was that last week?
You know, it's funny, we were talking, our viewers remember things that are in videos better than we do sometimes. And they're like, hey, no, that's wrong. That wasn't in that video. And I'll have to actually go back and watch the video. I don't know if you guys, we haven't really talked about it, but our Christmas tour was our 400th video.
Woohoo!
So the Christmas tour marked 400 videos on our channel, which I feel pretty good about. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, for sure. We have filmed a lot.
So if you're new to the channel, there's lots of content out there. And it's hard to keep up though, I know, because we crank out the videos every week.
I was gonna talk to them about how to find a video. So we get asked a lot. People will say, well, can you send me a link to it? Which I try, but we get requests probably 30 times a day for links on videos. So YouTube can be a little bit overwhelming. Is that a wet rag? I need to wipe this off. If you just go in the search bar of YouTube and you type in first Jami Ray Vintage, and then whatever you're looking for. Like if you want to see us paint these kitchen cabinets, type in Jami Ray Vintage kitchen cabinets and the video will pop up. And that's what I do. Like when people ask me for links, I don't scroll through all of our videos. I just type Jami Ray Vintage and then whatever was in the video, because even if it's not necessarily the title, Zeb will have tagged the video usually, and it does help find them. So that's a good way now that we have 400 videos to find them. We also have playlists, and that will help, especially if you're looking like how to milk paint or whatever, or upholstery. A lot of them are in there, but that's a quick way to find our videos. My sister Deborah gave me this frame.
Yes, Jacob. I got the candlestick real clean.
Clean enough. This paint sticks pretty good, and we're going to distress it. Debbie always says, I paint cobwebs and everything.
I painted some cobwebs today. They were way up high, and I didn't even see them until I was hitting them. So the way I cut real high, because our vault is probably close to 12, 13 feet. And then when I'm on the stairs, like it's got me, I have an 8-foot reach, and then I have the extension on the end of with a brush on the end of it, and it was all the way out. My extension is also 8 feet, so it's probably almost 16 feet high. I'm standing on the stairs. I can't see the cobwebs up there, but they got painted in because I saw a couple of them fall, but I know there were more. But you know what? I haven't looked at them in 8 years, so I'm not going to look at them now either.
We're the best painters ever. There we go. Painted. What else do we got? What else you got me to paint? We're done. Is the...
Oh, here. Well, I'll just keep passing. I'll keep passing things to you because you're the wizard at painting, and I'll go get more things.
I'm going to go Oh, that's not the... Look, I'm putting my paintbrush in here like that's the thing.
That'd be like 2 gallons of paint.
Guys, it's been a long day. We're getting tired. We've been painting for days. See what comments you have. Oh, we got this candlestick on October 20th. It's been a hot minute since we painted it. Yeah, see, we are way behind. I think we'll probably do a video next week of painting smalls in the garage because it's got to happen. We got to get them out of there. Even if there's no room in the shop, we'll just put them in the back of the shop, and then as things sell, we can fill it in. Oh, Katie, what are we doing for Christmas? Need the brunch. The holsters. Alright, sorry, I'm not really saying much. Just painting here.
So did you intend on painting these birdhouses?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll do it.
Somebody just ordered 3 items on our website.
Awesome.
That's like my favorite thing in the whole world is when my phone goes ding. And Shopify, I wear this is an iPhone watch, and so I have the app on there, and it tells me when people buy stuff.
I think I should do this in like Apothecary.
I got Farm Fresh.
Farm Fresh is close. Bring it over.
Farm Fresh is just darker.
But I'm already dipped in the crinoline, so I'm going to go this one in crinoline.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I like Farm Fresh. It's just.
So the reason I'm going darker color rather than the crinoline is because the crinoline is going to be almost the same color when it dries. And when we distress that, we're not going to get any contrast.
So somebody asked if they want to, if we've ever stamped on something ceramic.
I haven't yet.
I would say that I would paint it like a base color first. And then when you stamp, be careful because I'm wondering, because it's so shiny, if it's a shiny ceramic and you stamp and you push hard, if it'll peel it off, you know what I mean, from resistance. So you could paint it, seal it, let it wait for like 48 hours, then stamp it. That might give you some better results, depending on how shiny it is. But you never know until you try. I'd try it.
So Deborah Caldill says, do we still have our faux shiplap wall that we did with the Sharpies? Yes, we do, and it's still going strong, and it looks great. You know, unless you get like right up to it, like within a few feet, you can't even tell that it's like Sharpied on there.
I don't think it looks as good as I want it to, but it looks good enough.
It looks great for the basement because I only go down there when it's time to do laundry or put Jack to bed.
I would rather have, if we weren't renting, I'd have every wall would have shiplap on it. So just forewarning, Zeb.
Whew, that's going to be a lot of work.
You're going to be shiplapping to your heart's content when we buy a house. We're going to do some more stuff in the basement here pretty soon because we're doing the little boys, their new bedding came from Betty's today. So the little boys are next up on the docket to get a room makeover.
We kind of did like a slap together a room back when we made Jack's room the office, and it needs work. It wasn't super. The space is not used very well for the boys.
So we're gonna put in a desk, and we're gonna repaint the walls, and then I got some new bedding. I got the Betty's for them because they have bunk beds, so that'll be nice. And then, because all my kids, once one kid gets Betty's, then they all want Betty's. So we've got that coming up. So that'll be fun. And Jack's pretty cute, so we'll probably have to have him help. And Jack and Redrick both have him help with their projects because they're cute boys. And they're a hot mess. So we're going to have to come up with some solutions for Legos. If anybody has solutions for Legos, comment and let us know.
We have our Legos in big bins, and it just doesn't seem to work. Because what happens is the bin is too large, and so they've got to dig to the bottom to get all the special little parts.
Well, Eliza organized it by color, but...
And yeah, that lasted about 2 days.
Well...
And they dump everything out, so I think we need like a small like bin organizer. Maybe something I have to make, I don't know.
How are you? I need the farm fresh. I'm going to peel off these.
Oh, sorry, I haven't even gotten into the farm fresh yet.
I'm going to... How is this attached? Oh, it's stapled.
Here,
okay,
finish painting this and I'll go pull those staples off.
You're going to pull those staples off?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Sally. How you doing?
Finish painting that. It looks done. I'll paint the birdhouse. You pull the staples out on this one.
Well, I still have like this half.
Oh, okay.
Here, I'll be right back. Find something interesting to talk about.
The last time, find something interesting to talk about.
Let's sit down.
I feel like
they're like getting your neck.
Oh, sorry. Well, you know, I feel like you're leaving me a lot. I don't know what to say. There's no solution for Legos. You just have to live with it everywhere. We've been living with it everywhere since Tarrington was 2, so for about 14 years. We're pretty used to it. It goes through varying stages. I would get rid of them because it's super annoying, but my kids love them. Jack is obsessed with Legos and cardboard. So he plays with cardboard a lot. And luckily, because of what we do for a living and we get a lot of stuff shipped, we go through a lot of cardboard. Yeah, we use polyacrylic on our cabinets, Angie, and they've held up really well. If you've watched our video, you can see it. The biggest thing you're going to have is probably bleed through, especially if you're going white. So have some shellac handy and some patience. And just shellac everywhere that you get bleed through. Sometimes, do you guys ever do this? So, like, rather than shove my paintbrush in there and there's just like a glop of paint, just use my finger to paint the inside of the birdhouse hole. I don't know if that's the appropriate painting way, but it looks good. All right, that's done. Zeb, I'm done! I'm done, Zeb. All right, I guess I'll answer questions while I'm waiting for him. They need a Lego table with bins attached. So I'm thinking about building a craft desk in their room. I'm sure it'll be just like Eliza, always be a mess. I don't mind messes as long as the kids are having fun in there and they pick up periodically. It's better if they have their own rooms because each brother blames it on the other, but because we have a home office, they used to have all their own rooms, we had to split it up. Purchased Lego plates and Gorilla glue them to the top of an end table with joy. The kiddos loved it. We would have to have like a 6-drawer dresser to fit all their Legos. Is that bad? Maybe that's why it's always such a mess. Here's the thing with Legos. So we have Zeb's brothers Abrams Legos. We have Zeb's Legos. We have Harrington's Legos. One of Zeb's old bosses at Discount Tire gave all of his son's Legos that he'd been collecting his whole life to my kids. And then my kids get Legos for every holiday and every birthday because it's the only thing they ask for. So we have tens of thousands of Legos. So the problem is more quantity. I actually right now don't think the way Zeb complains about it is too bad. I have like long skinny bins that slide under the bed. That way they're not too deep and they don't have to dig too far. So as long as they don't dump them, it's okay. So really it's just getting Redrick and Jack not to dump them. I think it's really the best option. You know what? They said purge. That's the best option.
Purge.
It probably is. You know what else I do? When we do have to clean them up, we have a dustpan and a broom. So when they're cleaning up Legos and putting them back, we just things.
Sorry, did I get it on you?
No. We just take a dustpan and broom and use that to get the Legos off the floor, so that way we can get a lot, and then we dump them back into the container.
Can't be purging Legos. Every one of those pieces is special.
That's our retirement, those Legos.
Well, some of those Legos are from like when I was a kid. Like they're just in the mix.
Stepping on a Lego is brutal. Oh my gosh. Heck hath no fury like a mother who has stepped on a Lego and it's killing their feet.
So this is on here pretty well, and what's happening when I go to peel it up is it's wanting to separate. Oh, got a corner. I think we're gonna win. That's why I brought it back inside, because it was gonna be a minute.
We need a Lego wall.
Yeah.
That would be cool. We don't want to make anything permanent, but I wonder if we could make something that's framed and put it on a French cleat and then hang it, and they could put their creations or their Lego guys like sideways on the wall. That would actually be really fun. Good idea. That's why I love you guys.
Sorry, I'm really focused here. The staples are winning. Do the staples ever get the best of you guys? Sometimes I'm like, man, that thing's embedded in there, and I just hammer it back in.
When I was doing those advent calendars and I was opening those cardboard boxes, I got 3 cardboard cuts. It hurt really bad. I feel like I did my kids a favor by taking all the Legos out of the Lego cardboard so they didn't get any cardboard cuts. Like I sacrificed my hands for them. All right, Zeb, you got that off there yet?
Paint this
now
one.
You come up with something to talk about.
I don't know, what were you talking about, so I don't talk about the same thing.
Legos in the boys' room?
So, question for you guys. I mean, I know we talk a lot about moving to California and things, but we've actually been looking at bigger places here because we may need a bigger place sooner than later. So, I guess my question to you guys is, would you like to see updates on more things in this house? Because we might slow down on doing updates since we rent here. My cousin doesn't care. She's like, whatever.
You're not slowing down. I have to live here. I don't care where I live.
But we need to find a place with a shop or like at least a bigger garage. Ah, I won.
Here's the thing. That's a pipe dream. Because finding property here, like even to rent, is hard. I figure my thing is just love where you live. You know, this is where we're at. This is where our stuff is. This is where our kids are rooted, and we're not moving for a while, so might as well we got to make content anyway, so might as well just enjoy living here and take good care of it. And paint's cheap. And all of our furniture, most of what we do is like furniture type stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
And that you get to take with you. So really we're out a few $100s on paint, and that's about it. Oh, we probably should have sanded these off.
Just go dark over them. 2 coats.
No, but it's peeling up a little.
2 coats.
This is like these have the little transfers on them, but I remember as a little kid, the little Mary Engelbright transfers.
Bring them back through. All right, now this can be painted. Do you want to go farm fresh with this too?
Mhm.
Did you even clean your brush, or did you just go in?
I got a new brush.
I'm just going in.
Oh, okay. Well, way to contaminate my whole quart of paint.
No, it's not contaminated.
It's fine. It's fine.
You know what? Now it's a blended finish.
It's a blended paint finish. Oh my heavens. Alright, I'm just slopping some paint on here. What do we got? That's the truth, Jamie. Legos kill mommy's feet. Yeah, you know what? I stepped in the other day. I stepped in chicken poop, and I feel like I need a pedicure. We were thinking about getting rid of the chickens, but Jack said no. So, I mean, not that Jack rules our life, but he loves those chickens. He doesn't want them to go away. I was like, we can get rid of them. Somebody will take them. I don't know what they're going to do with them. They'll probably eat them. And then we'll get new chickens in the spring that'll actually lay eggs. And Jack's like, no. So
Yeah,
chickens.
They're basically his dog.
He's not ready for farm life. I'm okay with that.
He can't handle the realities of farm life. So now I'm stuck with chickens that I gotta like keep alive through the winter, which they do pretty good on their own. But we're gonna get a light out on them probably once the snow sticks. Because the trick is with chickens, a lot of people know this, but if you put a light on them too soon, what happens is all their little pin feathers don't grow in, and they don't, because they can handle, like the birds we have Americanas, they can handle down to about 5 degrees without any light or anything on them at all. And they'll be just fine and happy.
We don't let them go down to 5 degrees. We put a light on them.
Yeah, once it gets in the teens at night consistently, I put a light on them.
Oh, Caitlin put a link for the sale collection. So if you guys want to know what sales are going on, she put a link there. We're going to start doing that. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Every time we do a sale, we're going to have a whole section on our website for the sale. So that way you can find all the sale items in one place.
But there you go. Interesting chicken fact. Don't put the light on them too early. Let those pin feathers grow in. And sometimes, like in September, they'll lose a lot of feathers. You'd be like, "Oh man, what's going on?" Because they look all splotchy and bald. And just let it happen. They'll grow back real quick.
Laura Durst says she has a bunch of thrifted items. She needs to pull them all together and have a paint-a-thon like we are.
Yes, we needed a paint-a-thon in a bad way.
We need like this times 400. We have a lot of smalls, but these are easy to paint.
You know, I teased everybody with that cabinet that I was going to repair, and then we never got around to it. It's stuffed behind a bunch of the small
That's gonna be like
stuff.
Springtime.
I might have to do that like sometime next week. I'm needing room.
There's a buffet in there and a dresser we have to paint for our nanny.
Oh yeah, we still have to repair that buffet. That didn't happen. The Christmas crafts is what happened. Those took over everything last week.
So while I was at my party with my daughter, my middle daughter today is her friend party, and we were doing crafting, and this lady came to like do a craft. Weird, I know that I take craft classes from other people, but I do. And she came to do a craft, and I'm like, she asked if I was gonna do it because the little girls were crafting, and I was like, oh, I'm all Christmas craft out. And she said, how in the world are you Christmas craft out? It's December 1st. I'm like, lady, I've been crafting for like a month and a half.
Yeah, we got started early.
I have crafted my whole house, and I've actually finished all my Christmas shopping, save a few items. This week I will have it all done. I'm getting all my Christmas. Oh, now I remember what I was gonna do. So we thought it would be fun to send 12 people a Christmas card from us. So we're gonna do it kind of like a giveaway, I guess. So if you would like a Christmas card from the Rays, comment Christmas card, and then next week we'll let you know who we picked. And then you guys can email us your address, and we will send you a Christmas card. We're gonna stamp them, and then I got pictures of our family. And if you want, I guess we could sign it if you want a signature on there. I hate to say that I'm so.
We'll have Jack sign it.
We'll have Jack sign the Christmas card. But if you want to get a Christmas card, just comment Christmas card. We'll pick 12 people and we'll announce it next week. So when I'm mailing out my Christmas cards to my friends and family, I can mail it out to all my YouTube friends too. I'd love to send everybody a Christmas card, but I don't know that my hand would last if I sent out 81,000 Christmas cards. We'll have some channel goals.
Wait, there was a chicken fact.
In between all the Christmas cards?
I saw a chicken fact. Oh yeah, Angel Turner. Yep, if you put a light on them, so they're another fun fact. They lay eggs based on like how much sunlight their comb gets, like that little red thing on the top of their head, and if like in the winter, that's how their bodies naturally know to stop laying eggs. So if you want egg, because it gets dark early, and then they stop laying until spring again when it's getting more daylight hours. But if you want them to lay all year round, you just put a light on them and they'll lay.
I'm just gonna come in this way
because it gets daylight. All right, chicken fact over. Sorry.
Lots of people want Christmas cards.
The farmer in me is rearing its ugly head.
Oh, we talked a little bit about Wednesday on this, but maybe all these people weren't there. We are going to do, starting in January, we're going to have a paid subscription group, and we are going to include some extra detailed videos. Every month there'll be plans. We'll have a special newsletter sent out that's got information on it, and I think eventually the newsletters, we'll put them together, and that's what we'll use to write our book with, so you guys will get to read it first, because we're going to write our Jamie's and Zeb's Guide to Flipping Furniture book. And you'll get printables. So let us know in comments if there's anything else you think that you would want included for $5 a month if you join our paid subscription group. And I know that not everybody can do $5 a month, and that's cool, and we're still going to keep doing awesome stuff for free on the channel. But this is just going to be in addition to that.
So what it's going to be is more of like let's say you're into flipping furniture and you want like the details more on like how we run our business and the nitty-gritty there. You're going to get a lot more of that kind of stuff.
And also behind the scenes on decorating and things like that. So that way if you're not a furniture flipper, there's still something in there for you.
Yeah. Well, there'll still be all kinds of fun stuff in there, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be like you're just hanging out at the house here with us because we won't have time to edit those. So you're going to see all the fun stuff that
All the
goes
good
on.
stuff. Well, and people have been asking me for like behind the scenes, like how I edit my photos, things like that. So we'll include those kinds of things. And then we'll also include a monthly discount code that can be used on our website. So every month you'll get a discount code for one order a month. I know a lot of people order regularly. So even if you're not interested in anything else, it'll be worth the $5 to get the discount code.
All right, so I want to show you guys something up close. So this was raw wood, and Jamie got really, really good coverage on the first coat on that. This was pretty shiny and had like a kind of a slick finish, and you can see all my brush strokes and light spots and things where I was having to kind of chase it. So we're gonna call this the tack coat. Once this dries, when I put my second coat on, you want to go real light, because otherwise you're going to reactivate this DIY paint and pull it back off. And same thing when you go to seal it. But once that sealer's dry and the paint is dry on shiny surfaces, you're good to go. It'll be fine. It'll stay on there forever. But when you're painting it, because it's easily activated by water, because it is clay based, you got to go light.
Well, and like he says light, I'm trying to think of what, I'm so tired, I can't even think. So what he means by light is like not light in like a little bit of paint, but light in that light pressure. That's what I was gonna say.
Let me show you. I will show you right here. This is like the most important thing we've showed all night. Okay. All right. So I'm holding it here, tip of my finger, right? Just barely clasping it, like light, like that.
Well, maybe not that light, but
I'm like hardly putting. I'm holding the brush up off here. I'm not putting much pressure.
Some people think when they paint they have to push hard. You actually, if you just let the brush do the work, you get less brush strokes, and then you won't pull that first coat off, especially if it's painted on something slick, like this clock was really, really slick.
All right, I'm gonna show you close up. It's still not quite dry, but I think we can get it to do it.
This is gonna stay as a clock for sure. We're just painting it. We just took out don't get paint on the clock face.
Here, move that out of the
way.
way.
Oh, you got like paint dripping there on the inside. I don't know what
I'll get it. That's where my brush just fell.
Oh.
All right, so got my paint here, right? I've got quite a bit loaded up on here, and I'm just gonna go real light. Oh, it's not dry enough yet. Darn it.
So Hanukkah starts tomorrow, so happy Hanukkah to all my friends celebrating Hanukkah. Oops. Oh, dang it, I can never have anything nice all over my new shirt.
We're having paint drips and spills now. Anyway, go light. Go light with it. Load your brush up. Load your brush up, lots of paint, and go light with it. Oh, I gotta angle that camera back up.
All right, it's mostly dry. Wait, talk to him about something.
Talk to him about something.
I need my paint to dry so you guys can see what I'm doing on that.
We're waiting on paint to dry. All right, so birdhouse is gonna go out of the way. And then, so this clock face here, someone asked about a grandfather clock the other day in our Jami Ray Vintage group, and the clock mechanism was not working. So I have found sometimes those are really easy to fix, just like connecting a spring or replacing a spring. But if you don't know what you're doing, you could make it worse. A lot of times what I'll do is not even mess with that. If I got a grandfather clock that I want to repaint, kind of like that clock we just showed at the beginning of the video, what I'll do is I'll just get a battery operated clock mechanism like this, take out everything out of that old clock, because A, it's probably going to cost more than the clock is worth, unless it's like an actual antique grandfather clock to fix. And B, for resale, someone wants a working clock. So I just get a battery operated one, put that in there, take the old stuff out. Sometimes I'll save the old stuff and take them down to like a repair shop and just give it to them. That way it's not being wasted. But if it's in bad shape or rusty or seized up, I just chuck it. But this one here, it needs to be retightened anyway, so I'm glad we took it off because I got to do some work on it. Oh, we do have paint all over this, don't we? Mm-hmm. That's all right.
It washes really well.
You know what? That's what, when you paint all the time, you just have painted on clothes.
It's my life. All right, I always go to church and I think that I'm all clean and pretty and cute. And I look down, I got paint on my knee. Wintertime is good because then I wear long dresses. All right. I'm gonna paint. So I'm gonna paint the rest of this later, but can you get me a mat?
A mat.
Move that over because I'm gonna roll this.
Oh yeah, let me get this out of the way. Hang on.
Sorry guys. All right, so I painted this with black velvet. It's not as dark as Little Black Dress. So I did that for 2 reasons. I always get asked like what color it is. When I seal it, it'll be a little bit darker. But this is like a super dark gray.
Someone wanted you to describe the color apothecary.
Apothecary?
I think I have your...
Like greenish blue, more green than blue. Does that like soft? All right, we're going to use the Barnwood stamp. And I'm going to do some reverse. So I've seen a lot of people doing the dark on the light, but I thought, wouldn't it look cool to do the light on the dark?
Sorry guys, I'm shaking you all over trying to get this.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to do the, so we've got a dark base, and I'm going to stamp the Barnwood stamp. This you can get on jamirayvintage.com. I'm going to do it in crinoline. So can you pour me some crinoline there? Mm-hmm. And then I'll share this on community later, but I'm going to, once this dries, I'll stencil something else on top of the Barnwood, and then I'll paint the remainder of the, what is this, suitcase? In something else. I don't know. It's not going to all be black. Can I have the roller with the brayer? Oh, Caitlin, if you're still watching, can you take a brayer out of stock? I lent my brayer to my girlfriend, so it's okay.
So now we don't have one?
Yeah, so now I didn't have one to go live. I got to go kind of juicy on these, huh? So they don't dry out.
Probably.
Okay. So you guys see what I'm doing? I'm using this Barnwood plank. And I need way juicier than that.
Yeah, you got to go pretty wet on those. And you got to go fast because they got little bumps and it dries out quick.
Oh, it dries out quick. Let's see if I can go fast enough. All right. Put this first piece down. The reason that it dries fast is because it's all natural, something with the clay. Gabby explained that to me one time. All right, you guys want to see what this happens? Okay, see if we can get it all. All right, I haven't stamped live in a long time. Okay.
She doesn't like it. She's worried she'll mess up. Oh, look at that. Here, let me do my close-up. Got a little wood plank there. You probably need to do another one of that here. Oh, and then do another style there. I mean, you can do what you want, but that's what I would do.
That's what you would do? All right, well, you pick the next style out for me while I...
Hang on, I'm almost done repairing this clock.
All right. I actually haven't used these before. You're almost done repairing the clock. Okay. Let's repeat. Oh, no, I just got to go with it. Okay.
Oh, did you shift?
I shifted, guys.
Did you shift?
I'm hoping it's okay.
No way, you shifted.
I'm not very good at the stamping situation. I try.
You're good at it.
It's not good doing it live. Makes me nervous. Oh, it looks fine. All right. Okay, we're gonna get the second row on there. Okay. The thing with these stamps is you layer it on there, so I'm gonna need more crinoline then.
Okay, I can get you more.
They can't even see what I'm doing.
Yeah, they can.
Oh, well.
I'll show them up close when you're done. I'll hold it up for them.
Well, you got this thing, like, you need to poke it down a little more, I think. So I'm just putting paint on here. You could use ink, too. I guess you could use our erasable ink, and that would actually give you more open time. But the paint's what I got out, so that's what we're doing. All right. Putting some even pressure. Thank you for that, Zeb. Zeb, you want to monitor comments while I'm doing this?
Yeah, I'm going to go look in a minute. I was just getting you paint.
I don't think this is straight. Oh my gosh, that one's way cool. I think I like that one better.
That's the one I used on my t-shirt. Pretty quick here, we need to do like I wanted to do a whole dresser with that on there, yeah. Like at least on the drawer fronts.
It would be cool to do it on a dresser that was like not real wood.
Where did the comments go? Where did I put that? Oh.
You've lost your iPad.
Yep. I set it way back out of the way when the painting started happening.
I need to maybe, oh.
Don't do that.
It's all right. It's cool. We're good. We're good. Thank goodness I'm not a perfectionist.
Let's see.
Okay. Hopefully Sally and Josie aren't watching. I think Josie would have a heart attack. These are IOD stamps, and Sally and Josie always tease me about my stamping skills. The truth is, if I can stamp, anybody can stamp. I missed a spot over here, so no. There we go, got those. All right, what's next? This one? Should we redo this other stamp here?
Yes, we can call it the squirrel effect.
Me?
Yeah.
I have ADD.
Maybe. We can't tell.
You can't tell. I do have ADD.
A lot of people catching us live for the first time tonight.
Hey guys.
So that's fun. The live shows are really fun.
Any new subscribers out there? I know we got a bunch of new subs because we just did a collab.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, we go live every Saturday night at 8:30 Utah time. Except move your hand or you're gonna get braid. Making this look like wood. I'm pretty sure that there's no wood out there that's black with white, but sorry.
I missed some part of the conversation. They're having a conversation
without us
among themselves. Yeah,
they
and I can't follow along because I missed something way up top. Oh yeah. Well.
If you want to get these stamps, these barnwood stamps, we have some at jamiray.vintage.com, and Debbie just did a really cute DIY with them from Debbie's Design Diary. Okay, so next we're gonna put some lines in here.
So Angie asks, what do you guys like more or have more fun doing, the smalls or furniture? I think I like the furniture better. I like to take a big piece. I like to build furniture. So I feel like I like that a little better.
Depends on my mood.
But the smalls can be really fun because the big furniture doesn't always necessarily look good without small stuff staged on it. So
I feel like sometimes I can't get as creative with big furniture. I mean, I can, but then it sits in the shop for a million years.
Yeah, like if we do a blended finish that's awesome on a hutch and we should have just painted it white so that it'll sell in our area.
There's that. I actually like doing the smalls because I can kind of go crazy and it's not like a huge, takes a bunch. I'm just putting little pieces.
So when you get the barnwood stamp, it comes with all kinds of different wood grains and knots and crazy stuff. And Jamie's kind of, what she's doing now is she's layering those on there. And I will hold it up in just a second here when she's done and kind of show you what she's come up with. And it made this briefcase literally look like it has wood on the side of it.
Okay, so these are like the nail holes that I'm putting on right now. Is that not good?
Just remember to stagger them. I didn't stagger mine on my shirt and it looked weird.
Don't worry, I will remember to stagger it.
Yes, the suitcase hold up is coming soon. They're ready for it. You gotta hustle.
Hold on. I'm going as fast as I can, but I want you guys to see how cool these stamps are. Okay, I got that one in there.
Denise Shoup asks, can DIY little black dress be used for chalkboard paint?
Yep.
Yes, it can, but we like to tell people to season it first if you're not going to seal it. So season it by like with chalk, and then you can wipe it off. But I wouldn't use like wet wipe. You're just going to have like a old school looking chalkboard once you're done if you're going to actually use chalk on it.
Also, I would say, I'm using like every piece that comes with a set. I would say that if you're going to use like a liquid chalk, then you need to put a couple coats of matte sealer on there. Otherwise, you're going to get ghosting where you can see where you chalked.
Yeah. So we are going to paint the rest of this little suitcase here, but not in the black. The front of it's going to be the only part. All right, I think that's good enough.
There we go. Ta-da!
Okay, so now we have a wood suitcase. Check that out.
Cool?
Like you wouldn't even know that it looked like this before.
So what I will do is I will find something cool to stencil on top of that. And then I think I'm going to paint the rest cream. And I'm actually probably going to border the edge of this with the cream.
Oh, okay.
I'll tape it off once it's dry all the way.
So like around this lip here?
No, I'm going to paint some cream on the inside.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to frame this out like this wide all the way around. And then the rest will all be the crinoline. Or whatever, I haven't decided what color, and then I'm gonna stamp or stencil something on this. And I spent $3 on this suitcase, so you know, I can have fun with it. And that's really the thing about thrifting and junking is you're not spending millions of dollars on things. And if I don't like this, worst case scenario, I don't seal it. I wipe off a lot of the paint and I spray it one color and throw it in the shop with a number stencil on it. But I had a lot of fun, and I really do like the dark with the white on top of it. I think it's fun.
What color are you going to use the stencil?
Oh, over the top of this?
Yeah.
I don't know what color. I don't know if I'm gonna do a number, but I'll probably use like Farm Fresh, or I'll use the red. Let's like a marquee on the top of it. Depends on which avenue I want to go. I think I'm done making Christmas decor for the shop. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna make something that will be good transitioning into January. So we'll see. I'll put it on community, on Instagram and Facebook when I'm all finished. All right, you guys, if you haven't subscribed, we'd love to have you as a subscriber. So hit that notifications and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit jamirayvintage.com up. We've got blog posts in there if you ever want to read and not watch videos. We got paint on us. Yeah. And then we have all of our products on there. Plus we have our sale tab with everything we have on sale.
Yep, and so the stamps Jamie was using is the IOD
Barnwood.
I'm
pretty sure.
And it comes. It's got like 2 layers of stamps. It's like the typeset.
You get 2 sheets of stamps.
Yeah, you get a ton of stamps. So that one's really cool.
We're both itching our noses. And don't forget to comment Christmas card if you want to be entered to get one of our 12 Christmas cards we're giving out to subbies. Next week we will announce those. And we'll also talk about, if you guys haven't been following along, we've been doing lots of fun charity work, so we'll figure out what we're doing this week, and next week we'll share what we did. This last week we donated to Sleep in Heavenly Peace, which is a company or a nonprofit that builds beds for kids that don't have them. We also donated to the 512 program. They pack food in backpacks for kids over the weekend that might otherwise go hungry. And we're going to be donating a bunch of food to the Utah Food Bank?
Yes, the food bank.
And next week we're hoping to get back to the giving machines.
Yeah, we want to take the kids up there because that was the premiere of it when they unveiled it when we were up there. But we want to take the kids so that they can see how it is. Like, you can buy a whole goat for someone in another country. Yeah. And there's a charity out there that will give a family a goat. I think you can get other livestock.
Yeah, you can give out goats and cows. So we'll be at the Giving Machine in Salt Lake. There's actually 5. If you go to lighttheworld.org, it'll tell you where they're all at. But we're going to take our kids to that Giving Machine, and we're going to buy some livestock. We'll probably buy some more water because there's Water Aid as well as Water for People are both charities that help bring water to third world countries as well as schools. They teach hygiene. And if you go to lighttheworld.org, you can actually donate to Water Aid as little as I think like $20 for some hygiene kits. So definitely consider that. We love donating, especially this time of year. So next week we'll talk more about that. But we love you guys. Happy first day of Advent. Happy Hanukkah tomorrow to all of our friends celebrating Hanukkah. And we'll see you next week. And we'll have our Christmas tree video up tomorrow.
Yes. No. Monday.
Oh, sorry. Not tomorrow.
Not
Monday.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow's
Monday.
Sunday. Monday.
But it is happening Monday. Like, things have been going. We wanted to get the Advent calendar out before Advent started, so it got pushed back. But I promised, Christmas tree video Monday. All right, guys.
Love
Catch you later.
Bye.